Good morning, students. Welcome to your English class. In this video, we will start the topic of preposition. So, first of all, let us see what is the definition of preposition. A preposition is a word which is placed before a noun or a pronoun to show its relation with something else in the sentence. Means the preposition shows the relation of noun or pronoun with other words in the sentence. For example, Ram has acted against Sham. We are standing outside the gate. His safe was full of money. Here against, outside, full. These are the prepositions. Next, there are three types of preposition we use. First is preposition of place, second is preposition of time, third is preposition of movement. And now we will discuss these three types of preposition one by one. Firstly, let us discuss what are the preposition of place. Preposition of place means these are used to tell about position of noun or pronoun where the object has been placed. There are many preposition of place we are going to discuss. First is in. First one is in. It is used when one thing is within something or inside the edges of something. You can see in the picture that the ball is placed inside the box. Okay, this is the preposition in. Second one is at. It is used for a point in the open space. The boy is standing at railway platform. The ball is placed at the floor. Okay, in the open surface when the thing is placed at a particular point. Next one is on. It is used when one thing touches the surface of another from above. Ball is touching the surface of box, you can see. So when one thing touches the surface of another, then it is on the table, on the box, above. It is used when one thing is higher than other vertically. For example, the aeroplane is flying above the clouds. Above, you can see here in the picture, the ball is above the box. Over. It is used when one thing is covering the other thing without touching. It is covering the other thing but not touching the surface. The roof of the room is over our head. Roof is covering our head but not touching our head. Below. It is used when one thing is lower than other thing vertically. When one thing is lower than other thing vertically. Your socks are below your knees. Under. It is used when one thing is exactly below the other without touching. When one thing is exactly below the other without touching. This is under. Behind. It is used when one thing is at the back side of other. It is at the back side of other. The dog is behind the bush. The ball is behind the box. When something is behind, at the back of the other thing. By. It is used when one thing is near or at one side of another thing. Near or at one side of another thing. My house is by the garden. It is at one side of the garden. Next is between. Between, it is used when one object is in the space that separates the other two objects. The red ball is placed between the black balls. Before. It is used when one thing is in front of the other. Before, when one thing is in front of the other, दूसरे के सामने पड़ी है, in front of. The accused was taken before the judge. Before उसके सामने ले जाना. Against. Against. It is used when one thing is in contact with the other. जब touching the surface means it is in contact with the other. He leaned against the wall. Wall को touch करके खड़ा है. He leaned against the wall. Beyond. Beyond. It is used when one thing is far from the other. When one thing is far from the other. For example, the mountains are beyond the hills. Beyond the hills means these mountains are far from the hills. Inside. It is used when one thing is far. Inside it is used when one thing is on the inner side of another thing. Same in the case of in. When something is in or inside, both are the same. Outside. Outside means when one thing is on the outer side of another thing. Beside. It is used when one thing is very near to another thing. Beside means it is very near to another thing. He came and sat beside me. He was sitting beside me, very near. These were the prepositions of place. Now secondly, we are going to start the preposition of time. These are used to signify the time when the action took place. These give us the answer of when. At, in, on. These are the prepositions of time. Let us start one by one. First is at. It is used to tell us the exact time of action. He will come at 8 o'clock. These are also used to tell the age at the time of action. He joined the political party at the age of 15. Next is in. It is used to signify periods like year, month, week, season, in winter, in summer, in January, in 1947, like this. On. It is used when days of week, with the days of week or dates. On Monday, on 4th of August, on 15th of January, like this. Before. It is used to tell the time earlier than the mentioned time. He will come before 12 o'clock. He will reach before 12 o'clock. After means later than the mentioned time. Like he will come after lunch. From. It is used to tell the starting time. Means from this time to this time I will be doing this work. For example, he will start his work from Monday. It is the starting time from Monday. Till. Till means the limit of time up to which the action will take place. The limit of time. For example, he will work on this project till next Sunday. This is the limit of time. After that, the next preposition is by. It is used to tell that action will not go beyond this time, means deadline of the time. We will sign this agreement by Monday. This is the deadline. For. It is used to signify the period of time during which action takes place. Period of time. I will go on a tour for a month. A month is the period of time. I have been reading newspaper for an hour. An hour is the period of time. For is used for period of time since. Next is, it is used to signify the starting time of period. Starting time means he has been playing cricket since 2 p.m. Point of time it is showing. Since 2 p.m. Around. It is used to express time very near to the time of action. Very near to the time of action. He will visit your home around 5 p.m. Means I will be there around 2 o'clock. Not the exact time but approximate time. During. It is used to express the whole period of any action. पूरा कितना टाइम लगा उस पूरे पीरियड को शो करने के लिए during. I was playing cricket during 12 to 1 p.m. Between. Is used to express any time from starting time to ending time. Means my lecture will take place between 12 p.m. and 1 p.m. Starting time is 12 p.m. and ending time is 1 p.m. Okay, these all were the preposition of time. Now let us see what are the preposition of movement and direction. Firstly, the preposition which signify the direction to which one is going. The direction to which one is going. Like in towards, to, into, at, for, against. Let's start. To, it is used to give the sense of direction where the journey ends. He went to school, the destination point it is telling. Towards, it is used to tell the direction of movement. He went towards the school, the direction it is telling. Into, it is used to indicate the direction of movement within something. I put the letter into the mailbox. Within something, the direction of movement within something. At, it is used to indicate the target of movement. He threw stones at the dog. Target is the dog. So, target of movement it is telling he threw the stones at the dog. 4, it is used to indicate the direction of movement. Direction of movement means he is heading for London. Against, it is used to show the contact with the targeted direction of destination of movement. He leaned against the wall. Against, we had discussed earlier also. The preposition, secondly, the preposition which signify the direction from which one has started his journey. These include from and of. From, the direction from which one has started. From, it is used to show the point of departure for the movement. Point of departure means कहाँ से शुरू किया गया. He went from school. The departure point क्या है? School. Off, it is used to show the separation from the surface of something or down from. He fell off the horse. Separation it is showing. Some confusing prepositions are given in your book. You can see. First one is in and into. In is used for resting object and into is used for rest for the object that is in motion. He is in the room. He is entering into the room. Okay. At and in. At is used for open spaces and in is used for enclosed spaces. At is used for small cities and in is used for large cities. We live at Bethel. He lives in Mumbai. Okay, by or with. By is used for doer of action and with for the instrument used to do the action. He killed the lion was killed by the hunter. By the hunter. Hunter is the doer of action and with a knife. A knife is the instrument. So, for the instrument we are using the preposition with. On and upon. On is for resting object and upon is for object in motion. The ball is on the table. The cat jumped upon the table. Beside and besides. Beside for the sense of nearness and besides give the sense of in addition to. He sat beside me. He came and sat beside me, near me. Everyone sat there besides me. यहाँ पे बहुत सारे एडिशन के लिए यूज़ किया जा रहा है besides का. In, within. In is used for conveying the sense of completion of time and within that is the duration of time कि इस duration में complete हो जाएगा. He will come in a week. Completion of time एक week का है. Within duration of time के लिए he will come within a week. Within a week वो कभी भी आ सकता है. To or till. To is used to show the place of destination. It is used to show the place of destination. And till is used to show the limit of time. He went to Delhi. The place of destination is Delhi. I will wait till 7 p.m. Next is between and among. Between is used for two object and among is used for more than two object. Distribute these sweets between you and me. And if more than two persons are there, distribute these sweets among the class, among the students of the class. Okay, this was all about preposition of place, preposition of time, and preposition of movement. Now you have to understand the topic of preposition with the help of this video. Okay.